Welcome back to Good Morning Transfers. Take a look at the video wall, which tells you some of the story with regards to Manchester United's pursuit of a striker. Mark, let's start with someone we know from his Chelsea days, Alvaro Morata.
Yeah, now Manchester United have been offered the opportunity to sign this man. He's into the last year of his current Atletico Madrid contract. Of course, spent time at Juventus, where he scored a few goals last season. You talk about the Chelsea as well. Did he hit the Premier League with a bang? Was he the type of player that exploded onto the scene and got the goals that Chelsea fans were happy with? 16 in 35 Premier League starts. It's not bad.
That's not bad.
But it wasn't quite the impact they were hoping. Manchester United will be hoping for a much bigger impact if they were to sign him. Last season, 12 goals at Juventus.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at someone here, Cody Gakpo, a player clearly Eric Ten Hag will know from the Eredivisie.
Yeah, a player that's got Champions League experience, which is going to be important. And, of course, he's only 23 years old. There are a lot of clubs in European football and, of course, the Premier League that are interested in him, Michael. He's a player that has a lot of potential and could be a really exciting player for the future. But is he right for Manchester United at the moment? That's the big question mark. But he's definitely on a list of contenders that could go to Old Trafford this summer. You
mentioned Champions League, 2 huge qualifiers they've got against Rangers. Now, someone who's not going to be joining Manchester United is this man.
Yeah, Marko Arnautovic. I think I might take the Gary Neville philosophy. No comment, Michael. I think that's the best way to go with this one. Gary Neville, when asked about him on Super Sunday, said, I'm not even going to talk about it. I think that's where we'll go with that one. We know that one is not going to happen now.
Not happening. Someone with similar haircuts to us, Benjamin Sesko.
I've never been as cool as this man. You definitely are.
No, I haven't got that line there. No,
Yes, Benjamin Sesko is a hugely exciting raw talent, a player that was interested in by Real Madrid. There were 2 or 3 Premier League sides that wanted to sign him, one of which was Manchester United. He's young, he's exciting, he's a Slovenia international as well, someone with huge potential, but he's kept within that Red Bull group. He's gone from Salzburg to Leipzig, and that was the story I was told a few weeks ago. He wouldn't be going outside of that group at the moment. They know that they have a potential future superstar on their hands, hence why they keep him. So, unfortunately for Manchester United fans, you don't get to see someone as good as him.
We then move on to another skin fade, but with blonde highlights this time. And someone who's, again, he's not joining Manchester United, Antony.
I feel like I'm on the shopping channel, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the salon.
Hair, only with Michael Bridge. Yeah, another player that they've been interested in throughout the course of this summer. Obviously, a key player last year. Doesn't get loads of goals, which was my big concern, because Manchester United needs someone who can come into that setup and score the type of goals that Ronaldo has done. But Antony, another player that they're interested in, another player that potentially won't be going to Old Trafford.
So United fans, they need to start seeing some ticks, no question marks or crosses, Carl.
I'm just still reeling off the blonde highlights.
You
look good in them.
I'm too old for that.
Dan, looking at the different options that are there, some that are potential, some that aren't going to happen, it seems like there's young players that are hungry, that are exciting, and it seems like there's experienced players as well. What's the best fit for Manchester United? The million-dollar question.
You know what? It's not great when you sat around this table to just say, I don't know. Manchester United, everything feels like a mess. You look at Morata on the face of it. He's played in the Premier League before. I think he's played with Ronaldo before as well. But he's not a player that they've identified. He's a player that's being offered to them. And with Manchester United now, I kind of feel like they're in between a rock and a hard place, because if they bought someone like Morata in, people are going to say what I've just said, oh, he's been offered to them, he wasn't a player that they wanted, they've just got him in for the sake of it. Are they almost better not replicating what they've done before and not getting players in for the sake of it? But then we all sit here and know that they need a striker. So it's really, really difficult. But on that wall, I think Sesko probably would have been the best one, because I think he probably could have come in and played straight away. But he's also one for the future. He's only going to increase in value, but they can't get him, and that's their problem. They can't get many strikers.
The thing is, when you look, and you're right, you look at that list of players there behind us, and like Michael said, you've got 3 crosses and 2 question marks. And one of the question marks is a player potentially that they're not really sure about. This is Manchester United. This shouldn't be happening to a club of that stature. They should have a striker through the door at the beginning of the window. They were linked with Nunez at the start of the window. They were even linked with Haaland last year. But guess what? With 21 days left in the window, we don't know what's going to happen. I'd be fascinated to know what Manchester United fans think. Hashtag transfer talk. Who should your club be signing? Because it feels like if we're scratching our heads and we spend every day talking about players and transfers, Manchester United are in a very similar position. Who are they going to get that's going to solve the problem?